Short. Short ray. Good.
Hi guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel once again. Today we are going to talk about the advantages of batting against the robo arm. Now, a lot of advantages of it for the batsman. I'll tell you my observations of it. Number one, the batsmen tend to have a very short time, or very little time when they are facing the robo arm. On the other hand, when you throw the ball just out of your hand, the pace is a little. The pace is just not there. Number two is when they face fast bowling in a match, they tend to have more time because they have practiced all this while facing a robo arm in the net. So it's a great practice. So it's a great way to face fast bowling. What I do sometimes is I get little closer. I don't bowl from 22 yards to any of my batters. I bowl from almost 18 to 17 yards or 16 sometimes, so that it goes even quicker than what it would go from 22 yards. You know what I mean. I would again go back to when I started doing it. When I started to throw the ball with the help of the robo arm, the batsmen, I observed they had a very little time in their hands to play the ball or to make a decision, which is the most important part of batting, is decision making, whether to play at it or leave it. And they had a very little time, and the moment they got used to it, and when I saw them batting in a match, they had a lot of time in their hands to play fast bowlers. Point number three, the other day I was watching an interview of Virat Kohli, where Tamim Iqbal, Bangladesh opening batsman, I think he's captain of Bangladesh cricket team now. He asked him a very interesting question, that how come all the batters in the Indian side have started playing fast bowlers better. Because if we look at the history, and whenever we have travelled abroad, it can be Australia, England, West Indies, South Africa, where the ball has an extra bounce, an extra pace. Our batsmen always struggled, and you all know that. So this was a very interesting question. I'll put the link somewhere down here for you guys to watch what exactly Virat Kohli has replied or answered to him. He said that all the credit for us to have improved our batting against fast bowlers goes to Raghu. So all of you, if you watch the training sessions of the Indian cricket team, you must have seen this short man wearing full sleeves and a hat and a sunscreen. He's throwing balls at the batsmen, all our Indian batsmen, the whole day. I mean, that's his job. He loves it so much. I mean, it's so interesting to hear it from Kohli, the way he describes his work ethic, Raghu's work ethic, because it is so tiring. There's so much toll that on your body when you are throwing the ball at that pace, every ball after ball. I think Team India have got two now. One is a left arm fast left arm robo arm thrower, and Raghu is right arm robo arm thrower. That when you practice with this purpose, when you have certain things sorted out in the practice itself, like facing robo arm all the time. Yes, he did not say that he continuously or he does not face any fast bowlers in the nets. He does. We all have seen that when there are YouTube videos which are uploaded when Team India is training. There is another thing that I wanted to mention is when you are playing at the club level, most often than not you will get an odd quick bowler, but not from both the ends. Maybe in a match you would get very quick bowlers from both the ends, but on the other hand, most often than not, if you're playing in Mumbai, you will get more spinners early in the attack, and then why should you play fast bowling and etc etc. But however, if you want to be a complete batsman, if you want to play, if you are going to play from club level cricket to state level cricket, there are these things that you need to take care of. You need to train yourself to play that extra bounce, or playing against that extra bounce and extra pace. You need to challenge yourself. You need to have that little extra time, because one thing I can tell you in one line, that as you graduate from these stages, club level to state to international, there's that time which is while batting that you have, that is taken away from you. So what you need to do as a batsman is train in a very smart manner. That once you go from club to state, you are going to get a bowler who will ball around 80 to 85, for that matter even 90. But at club level you will get that kind of a bowler occasionally. So train that way. Use the robo arm. I mean, we've got a very great what you can call it, an asset which is introduced to us in this game, and why not use it? If there are very limited amount of facility in your academy, or there's no one that can or there's no one who can throw the ball with the robo arm, then you can train yourself and a friend who is of course a batsman, because he would love to face balls as well, otherwise he won't agree. So have a friend. So both of you maybe arrive early at your academy or wherever you practice, and start throwing the ball randomly without having anyone in front of the stumps, and you will get that moment where you will feel that you are confident enough now to throw it, because it is, mind you, why I'm not saying just start throwing the ball right away. It's because it's little risky, because it might end up like a beamer or something, like you might hurt someone, so you don't want to do that. So you can practice it. You're doing it for your own good. Of course, if you have that much of facilities at your academy that someone can throw the ball at you with the help of the robo arm, then pretty good. You need to face bowlers as well in the nets. Don't mistaken me. You have to face fast bowlers as well. Another drill I can recommend all of you to do, all the batsmen. To start with, you can play the robo arm to start your session. Start your session with the robo arm. Face the robo arm for around 15 minutes or so. So you get used to the pace, and you're on your toes all the time. And the moment you're done, 15 minutes finished, you can ask the bowlers to start bowling at you. I'm 100% sure that you will get that extra time that is needed to every batsman. There is that extra time that you will feel that you can see the ball even better and decide whether to play at it or leave it, or to play a stroke or whatever, etc., etc. So this drill you can do. So yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I made this video. I hope you like it. It's a very odd topic, but I thought of making a video about it. And as I said, don't forget to learn how to throw the ball with the robo arm. It is a great asset. It will help you improve your game, improve your batting. And yes, that's about it really. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. We are new here, but we are here to make quality content for you. We also have an Instagram page called as cricket_explained. You can follow us there as well. And finally, thanks a lot for watching this video, and please take care of yourself. Thank you.